today's blog, we are going to be talking to Arran Estates' marketing and events executive, Kate James. So, one of Arran Estates' networks is Wards Estate Agents, who at the beginning of January 2024 adopted Tree of Hope as their charity of the year. And then earlier in 2025, we were delighted to have been told that we were again being adopted as Charity of the Year by Wards. And we've absolutely loved hearing all of their continued plans to support Tree of Hope. So, over the past year and a bit, Wards have taken on numerous fundraising events and challenges, from the Brighton Marathon to superhero fundraising days, sponsored dog walk just last week, and some charity quiz nights added in too. So, on that topic, Kate, do you have any particularly memorable events or challenges that stood out to you? So, whether that's to do with our kind of work together or any of the individuals across the branches over the past year?
Yeah, so I mean, for us, I think probably the most memorable at the moment that I can really think of is Gemma and Dan's marathons and their charity day when they actually went the extra mile and ran around all of the branches across Ward, which was incredible. And they live streamed some of the event, and it was fantastic to see really how all the branches came together to really support the Tree of Hope and Gemma and Dan literally pushing themselves to the limit.
Yeah, and obviously Dan is doing it again this year for us, which
Yes,
is
I
which
know.
is amazing. And he's roped in Logan as well this year, so
He has.
he seems to have definitely got the running bug, which it's great news with the fundraising day that happened last week with them doing their relay half marathon as well throughout Bearsted, which is amazing. So yeah, I think that's definitely a highlight. I guess obviously we've worked closely together over the past year. So, what have been any of your kind of favourite moments working with Tree of Hope?
So obviously getting to know yourself and Karen has been fantastic. It's been amazing to, really engage with you and understand some of the campaigns and some of the children, sharing those posts across our social medias and things like that, and even connecting kind of our agents more. A lot of the time it can be difficult getting that staff engagement, but with Tree of Hope, you guys have made it so much easier to be able to share these stories, share these different campaigns. And our agents are actually really, really involved in some of the children's campaigns and, are following different children, which is fantastic to see. So I think that probably working with you guys is fantastic because it's amazing to have someone so engaged and really wanting to be, helping us and supporting us just as much as we'll support you.
I think you kind of touched on that in the fact that the agents that you work with have kind of come together and they can see that what they're doing is making a real difference. But how have you seen your work with Tree of Hope making a difference in the community?
So I think it's really just kind of back to our agents. It's seeing how connected they are and how ready they are for charity fundraising days. We all know that sometimes fitting in charity days and things like that can be difficult, but our agents are able to do it from all abilities. So obviously we have Gemma and Dan doing marathons and now Logan, but we also have bake sales and kind of dress up days. And it's fantastic to see all of our agents across the region getting involved. And really in our community, we're on the high streets, we're local, we've been local for 100 years. So it's fantastic to, share the love with everyone on the high street and share the stories from Tree of Hope and also have a great day with different little events.
I think also, as you just said about the community, I think that's something that our families at Tree of Hope kind of rely on and need support from. So it's been really great seeing all of the branches across wards getting involved and doing all these silly events, dressing up as burgers and hot dogs as they have been doing
They
over the
have.
past couple of weeks. And just kind of making the whole experience fun and showing that there is a fun side to fundraising,
Yeah.
which is really great for us to be able to share with families. And then in terms of our partnership, so how has this partnership shaped your approach or Wards' approach really to corporate social responsibility and community engagement?
So we've always been very big on charity and very big on giving back. It's one of our Arran Ways to give back to our communities. So it was more of coming in line with what we already believe. And, Tree of Hope have kind of a very similar aspect of, working within the communities and helping with our local communities. So that's why this partnership was fantastic for us, because you guys already aligned with what we believe. I think it's really helped our community engagement because we are back doing fundraising days and we are back on the high streets and getting people involved. But it's just that extra bit of kind of internal engagement and our staff really loving to kind of get the internal documents from us and, from you guys and sharing that with them. I think it's that little extra bit that really tips it over the edge this year.
Yeah, and you kind of already touched upon it, but how has this collaboration, or has the collaboration influenced the way in which Wards approaches future charity partnerships? Obviously, we'd love to be Charity of the Year every single year, but we know we can't be chosen every year. But
So I think we've gained more of an understanding of how important it is for our teams to feel more engaged with the charities and really understand what the charity are doing and who they support. And it's lovely to have a regional charity where we can really connect. So yeah, I think whenever we then look for future partnerships and things like that, it will look towards the word of what we believe and also what it really brings to our community and how that will affect the community around us and how engaged our staff are and are willing to do. So obviously we knew about Tree of Hope because our staff already knew about Tree of Hope. And I think gaining that kind of support for staff that have already been supporting it is just brilliant.
yeah, I think it's sharing the knowledge, isn't it? Which again is very important for our families or prospective families. It's getting to know what kind of support is available in the area, which is very important. What would you say to other businesses who would be considering partnering with Tree of Hope?
I'd say if they want to partner with Tree of Hope, just do it. Just do it because you guys are so amazing at getting staff engaged and your commitment to our staff as well. Like Karen visiting all of our branches across the years has been fantastic. You guys are a small but mighty team and you support us just as much as we support you, which is fantastic. It really helps build kind of team morale and really getting those staff engaged and seeing those close connections bonding is fantastic.
And if you could just sum up the value of this partnership in one sentence, what would it be?
The partnership has been invaluable. It fosters proactive engagement and strengthens our team's connections.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It's Kate's last day at Wards today,
It is.
so we want to wish her all the very best for the future. And yeah, just thank you very much, and thank you to Wards for your continued support. It really is very it's humbling that we have the support in the local area, and so much enthusiasm as well. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us, Kate.
That's okay. Well, thank you for inviting me and a huge shout out to Tree of Hope. You guys have been fantastic and thank you for everything you do in our local communities.
Thank you.